On this day, my father was murdered because he said a prayer. It happened in our town of Tilbury, a few miles west of Concord in the province of Massachusetts Bay, the British colony in North America. A crowd of some 15 angry men had gathered outside our door. "Death to tyrants!" they were chanting. "Keep our freedom! Down with King George!" Not only did I smell wood burning, but smoke was drifting into our house. I didn't know the reason for the fire, but feared the worst, since I knew that houses were being burned and looted by such mobs. Father had told me that. Despite the uproar outside, my father, Solomon Cope, the parish minister of Tilbury's Grace Church, had gathered our family. My mother, Clemency Cope, my two sisters, Mercy and Faith, and me, Noah Paul, about the table for our regular pre-dinner prayer. We struggled to keep our attention on Father because, since it was spring weather, our two front windows had their shutters open, and some of those outside men were leaning in to listen to what Father was reciting. A prayer from a book called Morning and Evening Prayers for Families, Wives, Children, and Servants. For as long as my memory reached over my 13 years of life, Father had read that prayer to us each day. It was, he believed, his duty to do so. Being the absolute head of our family, even as he was the head of his church, he was a strict father, an ever-correcting teacher, sure of himself and unemotional in his ways. But at that moment, I was witnessing his fright, something I had never seen before. Let it be said, a frightened parent is, for a child, a terrible thing to behold. In a shaky voice, he read, "Help me daily to increase..."